Pentagon just released the names of the two other soldiers who lost their lives in Kuwait after Iran slammed a drone into their building. This is your nightly news recap, everything you may have missed in the United States, starting off with these soldiers. They haven't released their photos yet, at least at the time of this recording, but they are Major Jeffrey O'Brien, 45, from Iowa, and Chief Warrant Officer Robert M. Marzin, 54, from Sacramento, California. On top of the 6 losses, we know that 18 people have also been injured, 5 of which that currently have some serious wounds. In Washington, D.C. today, Congress voted whether or not to rein in Donald Trump's powers when it comes to military force in the Middle East. After quite some time, they voted no. They were not going to restrict the president's powers in a vote 47 to 53. This means that 2 senators voted with Republicans to allow Donald Trump to move forward. They were Democrat John Fetterman and Republican Rand Paul. This means that the U.S. military can continue inside of Iran without getting any more further authorization from Congress. We now move over to South Carolina, where the CDC is getting ready to send over investigators because right now they're dealing with the largest case of measles in decades. The CDC says they're going to be sending detectives from their epidemic intelligence service. They'll be able to track where this came from and be able to analyze the data during this outbreak. And in case you don't know, there's roughly about 1,000 cases of the measles inside South Carolina at this very moment. But there is some good news out of this. According to health officials, they say that some of these cases appear to be slowing down a little bit. It actually ties into the fact that a lot more people decided to start getting vaccinations. And lastly, we saw giant tech companies sign what they're calling a ratepayer protection pledge. Under this pledge, according to the White House website, these tech companies agree to pay for new electricity generation and grid upgrades needed to power these data centers they build. Under this plan, these companies now have 3 different options they could do when they're building new tech centers. One is they would either have to build a new power source to make sure their plant has enough power. Next is they could expand existing power plants, or the third option is to purchase additional energy supplies. The reason why this is necessary is because in certain areas, when these data centers pop up, they're taking in more electricity than what the power grid originally has. And so the power companies need to buy more power, which makes things more expensive, especially for residential houses. The hope is that if these places build their own, then they won't be taking from the grid, and eventually down the line, our prices could get cheaper. That aside, I'll have more news for you in my nightly Substack newsletter. It is free. The link is in my bio. Please subscribe and help me hit to 4,000. We're almost there, but I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please do share this video and follow me for more.